Hello, my loves, and welcome back to Music and Beauty TV. It is me, Miss Ruby. Thank you so much for subscribing. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to get this soft glam date night makeup look for anybody. Yes, anybody, even if you are 26 weeks pregnant like me. If you want to see the hair tutorial for this look and find out more about this dress, then click on the link in the description below. We're going to get started with eyebrows, ladies. I'm really big on eyebrows. I like to take my time with my eyebrows. I recommend you do too, unless you just have flawless eyebrows to begin with. I'm going in with my angled brush and the Milani Brow Fix kit. I've had this kit forever, y'all. Sometimes I go and buy the expensive actual eyebrow pencils, but whenever I run out, I just go back to my Brow Fix kit and it works just fine. Just takes a little longer. I will usually make the angled brush damp a little bit with water, and then I'll stick it into the pressed powder in the Brow Fix kit, and that will give me the color that I desire. I like to take my time by doing hair-like soft strokes. Go in with the little scissors and trim away anything excess and just build on these eyebrows slowly but surely. You don't want to go in and make them super dark super quick because it's not going to look natural. And as you can see, I'm doing brush strokes upward direction toward the front so that I can mimic the way that our hairs naturally grow. And then I'm going in with the spoolie and I'm cleaning it up. So I do that on both sides, and like I said, I take my time and I build on those colors. There are two colors in the palette, and I'll usually do the dark color toward the tail end. Now I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Creamy Beige. By the way, all of the details for the products that I'm using, or at least listing, are going to be below this video in the description. So I'm not using an angled brush. This is more like a flat brush, but it gives me pretty good control to apply this concealer beneath my eyebrows. I highly recommend, I used to skip this step, but it does make a big difference. So if you're not doing this and you've seen it done before, give it a try. Just make sure you choose a concealer that's 2 or 3 shades lighter than your natural skin complexion. If you have questions about that, let me know below. Also, make sure after you apply the concealer that you smooth it out with your fingers or with the brush, because you don't want to leave super strong lines of demarcation. And those are my eyebrows. I hope you enjoyed. And now I'm going in with the Kat Von D concealer on my eyelids so that I can prime them out. And I am going to set them with some powder, although I won't show you. But the Kat Von D kit that I purchased has the powder and the concealer. And that's basically what I'm using for this portion. Then I'm going in with the It Cosmetics Superhero palette. And that's what I'm doing for eyeshadow. I'm going in with this red shade. It's not super pigmented. Like I said, details for the name of the shade will be below. But I'm going in with a crease brush and just blending that into my crease. I'm building on this because, yes, I do want to be able to see the red transition shade, but I don't want it to be super stark, super pigmented, which is why I am using the fluffy brush to blend it out. And now I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which will be listed below. And I'm applying that more into my crease, and I'm not going to blend that up as high, but I am going from one end of my eyelid to the other end, because I noticed that when you take the darker colors and you blend them into your eyelid from like left to right, then it gives your eyes more of like a dramatic feel. I used to only blend the darker shades towards the end, and that just looks tacky. So make sure that you're following the makeup tutorials you see and actually blend all the way inward when it comes to at least the first couple of shades. Now, when you get to the really dark shades, then you can leave those towards the tail end, as you'll see me doing right now with this brown. And I'm going in and applying this brown color just towards the outer V area, and I am going to blend that up. My camera cut off, so I didn't get to show you guys all the blending, but that's basically what it begins to look like once you build on that brown. I also went in with a MAC eyeshadow that's like a deep brown color. Honestly, I don't know what color it is. I've had it for years, and all the writing on the container is faded out, but I only used it a little bit on top of that brown just to make the color a little bit darker and more intense. Eyeshadow takes time, you guys. Take your time to build and to blend. Build and blend. For this portion, I'm going in with the Kat Von D concealer, and I'm applying that directly on my eyelid. Let me tell y'all, I tried this with the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and it's just not as good. If you're trying to get like a really pigmented look on your eyelid right here, if you want to put some glitter, something that's really gonna like stand out, then you want to use a really good concealer because it dries a little bit faster and it doesn't like cream up into the eyeshadow. It just allows you to place the eyeshadow on top and then it holds it there. Especially because you don't want that eyeshadow transferring too much. I mean, it's going to transfer a little bit, but you really don't want it transferring too much. So now I'm going in and I'm using one of the lighter shades with a little bit of glitter in it on this eyelid. I was thinking of doing like gold, but I didn't want to go too dramatic. One of the things I recommend for date night makeup is to do something that is soft glam, not like strong, dramatic glam, because most times men don't really care about all the makeup that we wear. They actually like us in our natural most of the times, or that's what I found. So you do want to accentuate your natural facial features and you do want to highlight the pretty areas, but you don't want to be so glammed up that you look like someone other than yourself. I mean, your man fell in love with you. He sees you all the time with no makeup, so bear that in mind. So anyway, after finishing the eyeshadow, I'm going in with my Perversion Eyeliner Point Pen by Urban Decay. This is my very favorite liquid eyeliner. I don't understand how anyone uses any other eyeliner besides a point pen, and a point pen that is great quality. I highly recommend this product. I've had other point pen eyeliners and the liquid runs out or dries up, and it's very difficult to use like that. This one, for some reason, never dries up on me. I feel like when it runs out, that just means it's out, but it's not dried up. So I'm doing a basic eyeliner, not like a strong wing or anything. I just want to fill in the gap area between the eyeshadow and my eyelashes. And now I'm going in with the Benefit Bad Girl Bang Mascara. I just bought this mascara. This is my first time using it for a look. So far, so good, but the brush is a little bit flimsy. Anyway, making sure that I extend my eyelashes while trying not to get them too clumped together. And now I'm applying the glue to my falsies and just blowing on it. Typically when you put false eyelashes on, you want to let it wait probably 60 seconds so that the glue can get tacky. I learned that the hard way by trying over and over to apply them before the glue is tacky, and trust me, just wait. It's a lot better. I feel like it took me a long time to learn how to put false eyelashes on. I'm still not an expert at it, but you know, it is what it is. That's also why I like to do my foundation last, because most times I tear up and my eyes get watery, so I don't like to have to clean my makeup off. And now I'm going in with the NYX Cosmetics Photo Loving Purple Primer, putting that all over my face. I haven't used this primer in a while, so I wanted to give it a try. I'm showing you that I'm just using a very little bit and letting it go a long way. You don't want to overdo the primer, but you do want to have enough so that everything glides on smoothly. And now I'm going in with the green Pro Conceal so that I can clean up that red area underneath my nose. My nose was running a lot, so wanted to clean that up. And now I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty foundation in the color 360. I love this foundation. The only foundation I found better than this so far is by Urban Decay, but I can't seem to find my perfect shade. This foundation, I found my shade first try, so I love it. I'm using this all-purpose brush that I purchased from MAC to dab this into my skin. As you see me gliding a couple times, like on the neck area and underneath the eyes, but this video is sped up. It makes it look like I'm gliding the entire time. I'm not. Most of the time, I'm dabbing this foundation in because I don't recommend gliding it everywhere. Like when you smooth it out, it kind of like drags the foundation around. But when you press it into your skin, I feel like it makes it stay better. So I'm doing that, dragging it on my ears and my neck so that the color transitions well. And I'm going in with that loose powder from the Kat Von D kit just to set it. And now I'm going in with the NYX Cosmetics Contour Stick. I just purchased this as well. I really like it because it gives me more control right underneath my eyes for, you know, applying my concealer for the highlighting portion, rather than using like something more liquid, which I feel like tends to end up bleeding into my eyeshadow sometimes when I am pressing that into my skin. So I like to use this stick directly underneath my eyes, or I'm liking it so far since I just bought it. And I'm going to blend that out with a beauty blender. But first I'm going in with the Kat Von D and just applying that everywhere. Now I know I could use a shade lighter than this to do my highlight, but like I said, I'm not going for super dramatic today. I'm going for soft glam, just something to nicely and very easily accentuate my features. Now I'm going in with the Beauty Blender sponge, which is damp right now, and I'm using one side of it to press that concealer into my skin for the highlight. I don't highlight often, girls. Honestly, I don't recommend highlighting all the time. It's just layers and layers of makeup, but that's just me. I do think that it looks really nice in pictures, especially for like Valentine's Day, Christmas, whatever holiday you're celebrating, or like a special occasion, date night. But to highlight and contour all the time, to me, is just extra. Unless you're on TV or on camera all the time, it's just extra, especially in person. But for the sake of this video, I just wanted to show you guys my process. Make sure that you press that into your skin really, really well and blend that out with the Beauty Blender. Do not drag the Beauty Blender, press it in and take your time. Like I said, this video is moving fast, but in real life, this entire process took me like 2 hours. Mostly because I was filming, but it still took me a while. So I'm doing the same thing, but just outlining, the deeper areas of my cheekbones, which I don't really have. I'm like giving myself cheekbones. Using the darker side of the stick. So after blending in that brown, which is more like a transition shade, I'm going in with the espresso color in the LA Girl Pro Conceal, because I do want my contour to be a little bit darker, but I didn't want to start out dark. I wanted to build. And as you guys can see, I am just applying the dark colors to the areas that I pretty much want to look more hollow on my face. I don't really like how super square my forehead is, so I like to contour my forehead area to make it look a little bit more round. And I'm applying some concealer, some light colored concealer underneath that contour, and then applying some more of the dark color concealer toward the bottom of my jawline. And after blending that concealer in really, really good, now I'm going in with that Kat Von D powder, and I'm just gonna set it. I'm not doing like a super strong bake or anything. I mean, I am gonna let that bake a little bit, but it's not really that strong of a powder to really cause me to get a super strong highlight. And then after that sets in, then I am going in and brushing it off. I did use the Hoola bronzing powder to set the darker shades of my contour as well. And now I'm going in and just dusting off that setting powder so that it doesn't bake too long, like I said. And then I'm gonna go in with another brush that doesn't have any product on it at all, just to like help blend this out a little bit more. But I think I'm gonna do that a little bit later in the video, so don't be alarmed if it doesn't look perfectly blended right now. And now I'm going in with some more of that Hoola powder, and I'm just applying it on my nose. I didn't want to put concealer beneath this because it would just make this contour on my nose look really, really sharp and strong. And like I said, I'm going for soft glam, not deep, strong, super glam. And that's me, like I said, just blending those colors in. Sometimes when you are doing your makeup in certain light settings, it's hard to tell. So you have to kind of like change your light settings to make sure everything's blended. And so just now I am taking that reddish color shade and applying it beneath my eye. And now I'm taking the browner shade and I'm also applying that beneath my eye just to drag those dark colors beneath my eye, because I'm going to go in with a white eyeliner for my waterline underneath. I think that this is like a really sexy look. It just kind of makes you glow. When you are in a dim restaurant, I feel like your eyes still pop and they still glow. So I really like to use the white eyeliner for moments like date night. And you guys saw me a minute ago using a Q-tip to just kind of clean up. Sometimes when I'm doing my makeup, I just feel like stuff starts to build in the inner tear duct area of my eyes. So use a Q-tip if that happens to you to clean it up. Now it's time for blush. I got this palette from Target. It's like a really cheap palette, but I like the blush in it. So I'm just doing a very thin coat of blush on my cheeks so I don't want to look too rosy. And then I'm going in with the highlighter color from the Missy Lynn palette, and I'm applying that as my highlight on my nose and my high cheekbone area. I love this highlighter shade in the Missy Lynn palette. I don't even know if it's really a highlighter shade. I just use it as a highlighter shade. So I'm matting my lips out because it's time to do my lips. And I started out with like a burgundy magenta liner pencil, which I thought was a great idea at first. And then I realized that it just clashed with like the purple undertones in my eyes. So I ended up going over that later on with a brown pencil. These pencils are just like some cheapo pencils I got from cosmetology school, so that's why they're not listed. use whatever lip liner pencil you have. But starting out lining my lips and doing kind of like a thick liner, and then I'm going in with the Trick Urban Decay lipstick, which is like my favorite lipstick by Urban Decay right now, because you can put it on top of any liner and just really make it look like a little bit shimmery, and I just think it looks really nice. And so after applying the darker color brown, then I'm going in and highlighting the Cupid's bow of my lip area and the top of my eyebrows. And after all was said and done, I did spray my face with an Urban Decay setting spray. Forgot to show that. But this is the final look. Soft glam, date night, Valentine's Day, anniversary, whatever. Hope you guys enjoy. And if you want to see the full tutorial of my look when I do my hair and put on my dress and get all cute in my 26 weeks pregnant look, then make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and click on this video. Thank you so much for watching, sharing, liking, and commenting. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next video.